The Golfers is a 1937 Meany, Miny and Mo cartoon from Walter Lantz Productions. This is directed by Walter Lantz, written by Lantz and Victor McLeod. And I don't know who does the voices, so if anybody has any information on that, please feel free to let me know. There's nothing on IMDb. And before I go any further, I just want to say, if you do watch this cartoon, and generally I recommend it, I want to give a flash warning. Towards the end, about 7-something minutes in, it's an 8-ish minute cartoon, something happens and it triggers a series of flashes on the screen. And I don't have problems with flashes, I don't have epilepsy, nothing like that. I know photosensitivity epilepsy can be triggered by flashes, and I don't have anything like that. But even I kind of I was sitting down, but I kind of pulled away from the screen as I was watching this because it's so intense and really kind of uncomfortable to watch. It's only a couple of seconds, but I just wanted to make that clear that if you do decide to watch that, there are some pretty bright, incredibly powerful flashes towards the end. So that's just something to bear in mind if that is something that's going to be a problem. And if you do watch the cartoon and you don't have a problem with flashes, well, I was going to say look out for the flashes. You can't miss them. They're completely in your face. It's impressive, but also completely unnecessary as well. But nevertheless, the rest of the cartoon is not too bad. Meany, Miny and Mo go golfing, and it's all about the problems they encounter while they're golfing. I've never seen anybody golf with a mallet before, and I like the clothing that some of them are wearing. Without giving away too much, we have a somewhat robotic device, which I thought was quite creative. We do have a couple of other characters, a couple of other animals, just to keep things a little fresh, to bring something new into it every couple of minutes. And it's not just done on the same spot, on the green. We travel around a little bit. The backdrops are varied. There's a lot to look at. It's definitely very well animated, horrific flashes aside, and visually very engaging. The characters themselves are very well animated as well. And I think, for me, out of the 4, how many have I seen now? 2. This is actually only the 3rd one I've seen. I thought I'd seen a few more than that. But compared to the 2 I'd previously seen, which were Turkey Dinner and Nights for a Day, this one seemed to involve the most interaction between the trio. And I really enjoyed watching the characters interact with each other. And I think it helped to kind of make their personalities clearer when they're kind of contrasting against each other. So that was very effective as well. And in general, it had a lot to offer. I don't care about golfing. And when I read the title, I thought this is either going to be something that's really interesting, which ultimately it was, or I was going to not care for it because I don't care for golf. But actually, there's so much going on that the golf aspect, it is at the forefront, but you don't necessarily need to care for golf to be able to like this, because there are a lot of things to look at. There's a lot of creativity in the backdrops and the locations, and as I said, some other characters that are brought in, and the characters of Meany, Miny and Mo themselves are also quite interesting. So I enjoyed it certainly a lot more than I thought. And the Meany, Miny and Mo cartoons are going pretty well. As I said, I am only 3 into it, and there's a good handful left. Looking forward to them. If they're anything like the Golfers, I think it's going to be pretty good. If this sounds like it would appeal to you, definitely check it out. Bear in mind the flashlights towards the end. But other than that, pretty decent cartoon, and one that I'm happy to recommend.